Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden. I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today we're going to decorate a bag with a tag. But first, let's have our shout out to Gwyneth, Sheila, Kay, Lala Gamma, Black Coffee, Cheryl, Gabrielle, Paula, and Bianca. I appreciate each and every one of you. Before we get started, I wanted to bring in this little journal here. I have finished it up. It is over in my Etsy shop. If anyone is interested, I'm going to quickly go through it. The link for my shop is down below in the description. Now this is a vintage scarf. Back in the day, I was not old enough to do this, but my mother did. They would wear scarves over their hair when they went out. So that was just a thing they did. So this is a vintage scarf. It's in, I would say, good condition, and I just thought it'd be beautiful for the tie. So on the cover here, I've got some lace, I've got some pearls, some trim, a beautiful butterfly with some bling in the middle. I have a little button, I have a little dangle, and another little dangle right here. I've got lace on the side. There's pink lace underneath. The cover is, underneath all of it is white. There is a single signature in here, and it looks like this. The dangles down below that hold the signature in are buttons. They're a little cascade of 3 buttons, and there's 2 strands right there. So inside what you'll find is a piece of ephemera we made together on my channel here, and that's there on the front cover. And then this is a shabby dabby doodah paper here, and all the pages have been torn. So here we have a little pocket. It does have a piece of ephemera in it, and the little paper clip does have a little net, light pink net tied on it. There is coffee dyed tissue paper, tracing paper. All the pages have been coffee dyed. There's another little cluster here, and another little printed page here. I want to say, excuse me, say that's from My Porch Prints, but it could be chapter 1. I'm not real sure. There's another little page, some more of that tracing paper. There's a little cluster here, a wax seal, a shabby dabby doodah page. Another little pretty little cluster with a little trailing bow right here. This is a shabby dabby doodah page, and here's one of those pocket over the page pockets, and it's held on with another paper clip and some net. Here's another cluster we have made together. I think this, I don't even know, it might have been out of a paper pad, that page. And there's a doily image on the back of that one, some more tracing paper. This is a shabby dabby doodah page. And ooh, look, there's a vintage doily. Oh my goodness, right? There's another little cluster with a butterfly and a button and some gems. And then this one is, I think this was a Roxy creation. Some more coffee dyed paper. This paper is shabby dabby doodah, and there's one of those flips that we made not too long ago with the safety pin. And here is a long little cluster with some string on there, and another Roxy's creation page. Another little pink cluster. There's the other side of that beautiful little doily, vintage doily. The other side of the shabby dabby doodah. Some tracing paper. I love that sound. Another image of that beautiful doily. That other side of that one page. And there's a little flip here that you can just flip up and right and have a secret spot underneath with a button and some embroidery thread and some lace on there. Another shabby dabby doodah page. Now we made this one recently. It's the lace pocket, and it's held on with another paper clip and some pink net. Shabby dabby doodah page and a nice little pink cluster. Some crinkly tracing paper. This one, once again, I'm not real sure. I think this is a digitalcollage.com, I think. And then there's that other page there with another little cluster. We made all of these on my YouTube channel, and some of them are a little further back than just recently. Isn't that a pretty page? Another little cluster there. This, I love this cluster. It's got a button. It's got a sticker, a little, you know, one that you just place on there. This is a Shabby Dabby Doodah page, and this is a large little cluster that we made in one of the videos. So it's over there in case anyone is interested. It's nice and chunky. All right, I'm going to set this aside right here, and let's begin today's video. And once again, we're going to decorate a bag with a tag. Now, I would like to say I know what kind of bag this is. You can see through it because you can see my hand, but it's not waxed, but I don't have a label on it. Look, my label's gone. I should have stuck my label inside. I didn't, so I'm sorry. I don't know. This is about 4.5 to 7. 4.5 by 7 is the measurement of the bag. So what I want to do first is, I'm not using this for anything except just to place it in here as I glue along, just in case anything decides it wants to seep through. Now, when I made my example, nothing seeped through, everything was fine, but I'm just going to put it in there. It just helps me for stability. It's easier to see when I put this in here than just to leave it out. So I'm going to slip it right in there. Now, let's go ahead and let's look at that tag I'm going to use. I'm going to use this right here as my large tag that's going to go inside like this. And do I want it to go, I think I want it to go this way because I need that blue. So I'm just going to slip this in right now. And I'm going to see, I need to fold it down to be about right, it's all the way into the bottom, maybe about right here. I need to fold it. So I'm going to take it back out, and I am going to see if I can manipulate this and get this folded just like this. So it's about 1 inch. I'm folding it over about 1 inch. You're going to say, Kathy, what size is this tag? And I'm going to say it's 4 inches by a little over 8, and we folded it down 1 inch. And so when we place it in here, it's going to be just like this. Oh, let's see if I can get it in there. I want to rip my bag. There we go. So it's going to stick out just a little bit, and that's what I'm looking for. I have already inked it up. I'm going to ink up this fold right here because what I want to do right now is I'm going to actually place this back in here. I want to bring in what I'm going to use as part of my decoration. I want to use this little lady right here. She's very, very vintage. I'm also hold her up so you can see. She is from digitalcollage.com, and I think she's very pretty. And what I want to do is I want to, actually what I think I need to do is just glue this down just a tiny bit, just to hold it in place while we do what we're going to do. What are we going to do, Kathy? We're going to use this Bow Bunny stencil paste gold. That's what we're going to use. And I would like to just add a little bit of gold, and I am actually going to use my paintbrush because I just want a little bit on the edge here, and I want it to go all the way across. So I'm just really painting my little stencil paste on here, and it dries very quickly. I bought it at a local store here not too awful long ago. I've used it before in a video. And if you don't have anything like this, you can use gold paint. You can use those inexpensive acrylic paints you can get them from Walmart or lots of craft stores, and they're very inexpensive. Just get the gold one, and I've used the gold one in lots and lots of my videos, but I just ran across this and I picked it up and I really like it. So I'm going to actually do the back too, just for consistency, just so it blends together and the whole piece goes together. So I'm just going to do this very quickly here. And then I'm going to do my lady. And I want my lady to have just a little bit of this gold as well, because we're going to have a little bit of gold accent on this bag. So I'm just going to go around just a little bit here. I'm not doing a whole lot, just so you can tell that she is gilded just a little bit. And she's from that era that it goes really nicely. And I'm actually going to do her dress just a little bit. Just a little bit here and there. Just a little bit. Okay, that looks lovely. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wash this off or it will dry and ruin my brush. All right, so I brought my bag back in. I have my lady. I have some lace of different types. I have some of this, and I saved the package so I could tell you what. I think it's cheesecloth. Yes, it's cotton cheesecloth. This is white. I have some of that. I don't work with it too awful much because I find it kind of difficult to work with, but I decided we're going to use it today. So I'm going to put just, I have my hot glue gun just for the quick and easy crafting on the video. So I'm going to just tack my cheesecloth down. So there we are. There's that part down. Now let's do another little dot here and a dot here and get this glued down so it's not going to move on me too awful much. Got something dark in there. I want to get rid of it. I know exactly where that came from. It's blue. It's from that blue. It's from this blue lace that I have, because the blue lace is from a shirt that I purchased at the local thrift store, and it's kind of shedding after I trimmed it. So that's where that came from. All right, I've got that down. Now we look like that. You can see that. And let's see, where do I want my lady? I'm thinking somewhere in here, but before I put her down, I have a strip of blue paper, and I'm not sure if I need to fold that over. It's folded over right here. It's a scrap. I think I'm going to fold it over a little bit more on this side because one side's folded and I want to fold the other side over. And the reason why I'm folding it over is just to give it a little bit more stability, because you'll see what I'm going to do with it here. I like to watch Shabby Dabby Doodah, and I like when she uses these little miniature buckles. Rhinestone buckles, miniature. And I thought, oh my goodness, this would be, I've had them for a while, and I haven't found a project to use them in, but I thought, how about if we do that? That is so cool looking, right? And because it's in this bag, I need to make it sturdier. You know, I need to make it so that it will hold this, because it doesn't weigh a lot, but it does weigh enough that I really need to make it a little sturdier. And I'm thinking I need to put that down first before I put this blue on here. Oh my goodness, isn't that going to look gorgeous? So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to see where I'm at on my mat, and I'm right at this says 15. So I'm going to lift this off, and I'm actually going to glue this on, right onto my bag. So right here like this, I'm going to glue that on. Okay, so that should really give me the stability that I need to be able to add that miniature buckle. It doesn't weigh a lot, but this is kind of a flimsy bag, right? So that's going to just really help a lot. And I'm going to check to make sure my little corners are glued down, because that's important. If I'm looking for stability, I need it to be stable. So there we go. Now we've got that glued on like that. Now let's put this on. I don't want to put it all the way over. I want to give a little bit of room because, one, I need my lady on here, and two, I want to put a little trim on this side. So once again, I'm going to look to see where I'm at here. I think I want it over just a little bit more. So it's kind of, you can't see here, but I'm looking at my 6.5 mark. And I think what I want to do is I want to lay it on its side. Oh, you can't even see. I got to move it up for you guys. I'm going to lay it on its side. And I have some of this E6000. And I'm going to open it up like that. And I'm going to use my toothpick. And I'm going to just add some on to this buckle. One, I'm positive that my glue gun isn't going to hold that metal. I just know glue guns don't do that. And so I know that this glue right here that I'm using will. So I use a toothpick because you don't want to get it on your hands. It's very powerful and we don't want to get it on our hands. I'm going to move her out of the way. I said I wanted it at 6.5. That's this line right there. I'm actually going to, let's see if I can't do this, put a little bit of glue on my ribbon and a little bit of glue going down this way. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to flip it up like this. And I want to put it right here. I think I've done it, guys. I think I've done it. There we go. We've got it on there. How exciting is that? I'm excited. Now I'm going to trim right here. And then I'm going to trim right there. All right. It's looking good. I'm really happy with that. Let's go ahead and let's think about our lady here a little bit. I think I want to add a little bit of lace. I'm going to just cut off my corners. I don't want any corners. I'm just rounding the corners. And I'm thinking I want a little bit right down here. And do I want it to be flat or just a little? I think I want it to be a little puckery. All right, I'm just thinking about this for just a second, guys. I think I also want a little lace on the top too. Yeah, I'm going to need a little lace on the top as well. I want a little on the bottom. I don't know. Let's see. I have this type of lace right here. And I'm thinking I would like maybe a little bit of that. That's very pretty. Let's go ahead and let's be real brave. Let's go ahead and add this blue lace right here on the top. Let's get some things going. Let's get some decisions made. You have to just go ahead and make some decisions and go with it. So I'm laying that down. Okay. And then I'm going to trim this off right here. Okay. And I'm going to have to trim this off, this net. I don't need it up above. All right. And then I think let's place a little bit of, I don't think I want it, do I want to go all the way across? I don't think so. Maybe I just want a little bit right down here like that. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to get this piece of lace placed on here. And I'm just going to kind of gather it just a tiny bit. Don't want it to be completely flat. All right, I've got that on there. Now I need a little bit more glue. Here's a little glue stick in there. And let's get our lady down. I think it's time we need to lay her down. I think she needs to be risen up just a little bit, maybe about right there. I think so. So her belt and the belt buckle, that's a good way of measuring. I'm just going to add my glue right on here. It says cardstock. I had this printed on. I printed it on cardstock, I should say. And make sure she's standing up straight. Okay, as her dress flows out. Okay, that's looking good. Now I've got this. I think I'd like to place that right up there. So I'm going to add my glue right on the top. I'm going to put this right here. Press it down. I got glue stuck all over my fingers. And then I'm going to just trim this off just like that. Now, we talked about putting a little bit right down here. And do I want this to be, see the scallops right here facing in? Do I want to face it out? Out or in? In. In is what I think. So let's go ahead and let's take it all the way the length of her dress. Yeah, pull our eye all the way over to the dress. So I'm just going to add, make sure I've got it turned correctly. And let's just place that down. I'm going to use my little spoon. And how to get this glue. Oh my goodness, this glue is going everywhere. You know, hot glue, it's just like so stringy. Alrighty, but I do love it. I have to say I do love my hot glue. Now, that's looking very nice. Now I need another, here, let's open this up. I guess I used my other, or it's laying around somewhere. And I think we're going to need a little bit of this, maybe finishing off right here. Yeah, let's finish that off right there. So I'm just going to put it, I don't think there's a right and a wrong. I'm just going to put it right on there and turn it and place it right on here just like that. And then I'm kind of seeing that I need a little bit, I'm going to cut a little bit more lace. I need a little bit of lace, maybe right here, just kind of gathered up right there. Yeah, just almost like a little flower if I can do it. Yep, just like that. I like that a lot. That looks good. See how that's looking? Gave it a little three-dimensional thing there going on. And do I want this to go here? No, I don't like that. Do I want a little bit of this to go there? Not really. Do I want a little bit of this to go right here? Yeah, I like that. I like that on there a lot. So let's just trim it. And let's go ahead and, you can't see me, let's apply the glue directly on to this lace, and then let's place it right here. Let's get that little piece up. Why is it not up? Oh my goodness, what do you think? Oh, I'm loving it. Now, this is pulling out. Yep, everything's going well. Now, I do have some little flowers. I have that one. I think that looks great. I have another one here. Maybe another one here. I have these little tiny ones. I could place, oh, I like that look. I like that look a lot. So let's go ahead and let's just get them on there. And let's see here. Do I want to put a label somewhere? Not really seeing a label anywhere, but maybe I could put a label right up here. Now, goodness gracious, you guys, I don't even know if I can find a label in this big old mess I got going on here. I didn't really think about a label at the time, but that doesn't look bad. What if we put a label there? This is a Shabby Dabby Doodah label, and I'm just going to ink it up just a little bit, just to blend with everything else we have going on here. What do we think? I think that looks good there. I'm going to add my glue. I'm going to place it right there. Now this little flower, I have these little gold flat back. They're not pearls, so they're just little gold things. Oh, that's what it needs, right like that. In fact, maybe I need one of these here and there. Yeah, let's do that here and there. That's perfect. How about another one? How about that one? Oh, goodness gracious. This is looking great. Now, we still have to do our tag, so let me quickly, I'm going to glue those down very quickly. All right, so I got them all glued on. Oh my goodness, isn't that looking awesome? I absolutely love it. Now let's work on our tag quickly here. Let's take this out. I have already cut it, and we gilded it just a little bit. And let's see here. Get it in there. We know it will fit because we just pulled the other one out. There we go. So that's going to fit right in there just like that. And let's decorate this just a little bit. What I think I'd like to do is I would like to add a little bit of lace right here, this flat lace, and I'm going to turn it over to the correct side. I'm just going to add my glue right on here, just like this. I'm going to glue this side down. I'm going to lay this right on there just like that. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that this is glued down because it will pull up when we try to stick it into our bag if it's not glued down well. So we get that glued down well, and I'm going to pull it over just a tiny bit just because I think it will help in staying tacked down, shall I say. I just think it will really, I should have had my longer scissors, but I don't, so they're in the drawer over there next to me. I'm going to just add my glue, and I'm going to fold this over just like that. Press down on my glass mat, and there I've got my lace all anchored on. I'm going to just trim right here, and I'm going to trim right here. Now I need to see, I want to add, I do believe, a touch of blue, and I'm thinking, whoa, there's my other one that I made. Let's set it over there, and I'll show you in just a minute what that looks like. It's in the pink colors, pink and blue. Let's see. If I place this back in here, so get it back in there, hurry up. There we go. Get it back in. All right, so I've got a little bit of space that I would like to add a little something else. Do I want a strip like this and then maybe some more of this on top? Yeah, I think so. So let's do that. I'm just going to pull it up just a tiny bit here, guys, and I'm going to lay my glue right on here, and then I'm going to lay my ribbon right on there. Okay, and I'm going to, that was it on that one. I'm going to place this right on top there. I think that will look great. So let's do that. Let's lay it right on top. Okay, press down. Alrighty, now it's time to trim this. So I'm going to trim it like this, and I'm going to trim it right here like this. Alright, now I want a little bow, and I do think I want to switch. I don't want that thicker ribbon. I want this very thin ribbon right here. And I'm going to make one of those quick little bows, like, oh, let's just get this off my fingers. This is ridiculous. Looks terrible. Okay. And let's get a little tail on there. We're just using our fingers to kind of measure. I don't know if I just want 2 or 3. I think just 2 loops on either side. I'm going to trim a little tail. I'm going to move my fingers down. I'm going to just place my glue in between my ribbons here. That way I don't have a knot that's going to be big and bulky. I really don't want that bulkiness. So that's what I'm going to do to keep it from being bulky. And if we place it right here, now do I want any more lace? Do I want a little tiny bit of lace on here? I do not know. Just a tiny bit? Kind of like it. Maybe not quite that much, or maybe not quite that. Nope, I do want it. So let's see. Here's the middle. Let's just add a little bit right here. Kind of squeeze it together. There I go. There, I like that. Let's add the hot glue and our bow right here. And then I put my E2000 away and I did it too quickly, but actually I'm going to just lay it there and you can see what it looks like, I think. About a bigger one, like maybe this one. Oh, yeah, that's what it needs. Okay, so I'm going to glue that on. All right, I have it glued on. I'm going to push it down. And there is our tag inside our bag. I absolutely love how this has turned out. I really do. You could put it in a pocket. You could put it in a belly band. You could actually use it as a decoration for a front of a journal. Yes, you surely could. Now here's the one that's in the pink shades. Oh my goodness, isn't that one pretty? So these are little silk petals. There's 2 of them. This is from digitalcollage.com. It's actually the same little section. I think they called it Victorian, I think. And there's a little shabby dabby do. No, this is Tracy Fox label. This is a little pink doily, some lace, some of that little ball trim again, some lace here, some pink ribbon, and then this is the tag right here on this one. And this one has the pink bow with a blue button in the center of that bow. You guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.